Welcome aboard, welcome back. This here is Kelly Jack, and this is How Not to Game with Kelly Jack, the Simutrans sessions, specifically the Devil's Towers 1969 Max Chaos game, or the DT1969 game, as we sometimes call it here. Max Chaos is how I generally refer to it. Welcome aboard. We're looking at some of the things. The home market, the furniture store, ukulele store, as I'm calling it, has expanded its things to 3 more factories to start carrying planks, boards in their little thing. So we got to finish our connections up. Apologize for the long delay on getting this posted out. We are here in episode 37 at this time. And welcome aboard. Let's see what we can do. Because we are here not to fix the game, but to create maximum chaos. Because for every action, such as fixing and making things neater and more profitable, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Going for sheer chaos. For those keeping track of caffeination levels and the frog, a shower, 2 loads of laundry later, and that's why I'm running late. Laundry is taking exceedingly long time. I really got to empty my pockets out at the end of the day when I take off my clothes. I really do. Oh, good gosh. The amount of paper I would have washed today would have, especially as I'm using the wonderful weather to air dry, left little shreds of paper everywhere. But let's enjoy the day. I'm going to take a sip of this second pot of coffee, cup number 2. And we will get going. So I'm going to leave those open. We did gain a new car for the rail cars. We've got the passenger double-decker. But we've lost the Serta S10 bus. Has been discontinued. But we, being in max chaos mode, are allowing use of, how shall we put it, the dreaded well, there's dreaded types. The dreaded use of, well, there's no other way to say this. We allow using obsolete vehicles. All right, let's get going here. So I've got my basic little 2 lines into the shop. We will add a stop for the shop here momentarily. It's already being serviced by one of the others, but this town has begun to grow a little bit, but it's pinned in a lot by things. So we need to start opening it up a little bit, letting it breathe a bit. And we're not going to grow anything into this area right here. Matter of fact, I'm seriously considering relocating some power lines. Coming down to here, coming across. And that is something I am seriously considering, but that's against the rules for chaos. And we are after maximum chaos. We are going to take and do a quick line there so that we can fit something in. I really got to replace this mouse when I get a chance. All right, let's take out some power lines. There we go. And now we've got everything set to where we need it to be. Put the signal line right there so that this can be a feeder connector, and then this guy's going to take off just straight this way, I think. We may just do a change, put the road right up against the duck pond there. The duck pond's going to be taken out by the city anyway, so I'm not as worried about the duck pond as some people would be. Hope I would be, but at the same time, you know, this is part of max chaos, is all the chaos I'm going to create. So I'm trying to figure out the best ways to build out my line here. There we go. Yep. Gonna have a horseshoe effect, but there's not much I can do about it. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Tough, tough, tough. I think we would be better served to go this way. And that's going to require a tunnel here. Yeah, this is getting wild, isn't it? To be able to make these connections. And this is what I was after. I wanted to have a game where it was just how bizarre of routing can we get away with and still have our companies utilizing. So we're trying to get from here over to Demonic Designs. And as a matter of fact, we need to fix something. Demonic Designs needs to have a cleaner sign. There we go. There we go. Bring it on over, and then we will keep it up in the air till there. Do the platform and drop down at this point, and then we'll utilize this on the back side. Hopefully I can do this. Let's see if I can do this the way I want to. Ooh, he's not liking that. Yes, it does allow me to do it. Good. Okay. Now we just got to take and do some quick cleanups. And bring that rail track up here. Ah, it doubled in. I didn't want it to do that. There we go. Blow that so that we can put in the bridge. It needs to go in. One sharp turn. Get him to here. We're going to kind of step over because we're going to blow a tunnel through that. We're trying to get to there, remember. Oh, now there's an idea. An Enoch idea. And in fact, it's such a unique idea, it didn't work the way I kind of wanted it to. So we're going to do it a slightly different way. And do a ground raise in the middle, slope and a slope. Build the bridge on each side. There we go. And then this kind of bridge here. Now this is a service line. So I'm going to cheat. And try to figure out where I want to take and have those juncture up later. Because that's a dispatch line for Manor Twain Dispatch. Got a bunch of, yeah, no kidding. Bunch of things going on here. But having Manor Twain right there lets us put single SD40. How many box cars can we tow? Better yet, how many container cars can we tow? Furniture containers. That's what we want to be moving. Okay. And then we need to come back to here. Put in front. There we go. And we've got to kind of tell it to utilize the stretches we want it to utilize. Here we go. And now we can take and speed up the line and make that final connection in the spot that we goofed up. Make certain we had our connection through the rail tunnel because we don't trust the rail tunnels to connect. There we go. Have our our delivery point. Let's go ahead and get those both set up. These are actually black. What are we doing? Good, we've got room. We just don't know as if we're going to be able to use that room. And I still don't know how we're going to get to that inner one yet for the planks. But we're going to come to here. And then back home is almost the exact opposite way. There we go. %, that load. We need a good name for this furniture shop. There we go, demonic deliveries. That train's going to be rolling. Now that we've got that going, we can start working on making certain that we're getting things from the sawmill over here. And over to our sawmill. Okay, time to take a peek at our not served bys. Hey, the planes are flying. There's some good news. Let's see. Getting that over to Ashlock is going to be a pain. Getting this over to Demonic is going to be a pain. Start drilling some tunnels and things. This is what's really killing me for profit is I have more tunnels than I have had in a long time in a game. Oh, we're at 22 minutes. We're going to call it a game at this point. We've got a couple of things linked up, so now there will be some movement of furniture over towards the new shop over there and such like that. We're going to have to call it because I just cannot do this in 6 minutes. Because I've got to redo the road here, and it might be time to consider a tunnel for the road, which closes the road for a short time, because I don't have space for a true lower speed detour at the moment. We'll see what we can do. I'm Kelly Jack. Have a better day than I'm having, obviously.